Construction of the dreaded Mishuki rules today gained momentum, with a section of public service vehicle operatives insisting the directive to enforce the laws is aimed at unfairly targeting the group, who have now deflected blame on the police service for failure to enforce the law.
This even as 5 more people lost their lives Friday afternoon following yet another road accident that took place at Dukamoja along the Narok Maimahi Road. Timothy Utino brings our broadcast tonight.
It's the mangled wreckage of yet another accident that has added 5 more names to the growing list of road fatalities in Kenya that stands at a whopping 2,495 deaths as at the 21st of October this year. In this latest incident, human error yet again faltered when a lorry ferrying tons of fish from Narok town heading towards Maimahiu lost control and rammed into a public service vehicle belonging to the Transline Classic Sacco, which was heading in the same direction.
Hii barabara kwanza hapa pahali ambayo hii accident ametokelezea amekuwa kawaida.
Kiangalia hii barabara hakuna signboards.
By the time the debris from the crash was being towed away, 5 people, including a schoolgirl, had lost their lives.
Na wengine wakawa serious injured, wakapelekwa hospitali.
It's a cruel irony of the sad state of affairs affecting the country's transport sector, which has since prompted 2 cabinet secretaries to issue a 2-week ultimatum for sector operatives to toe the line or risk repercussions pending the reintroduction of the dreaded Michuki rules. But matatu operators like Dennis Masharia insist the approach is all wrong. According to them, the rules have never been an issue. The problem is with the police, whom he says focus more on soliciting for bribes rather than enforcing the laws. The rules are there, are they followed?
Yeah, they are followed. Because like me, I'm working, I have a badge. This is my badge. This is my PSV badge. I'm already in uniform, okay?
Uniform does not cause any accident. Drawing of this matatu does not cause any accident. So I think we should go back to the drawing board, find this right solution to deal with this accident, which we are seeing each and everywhere, each and every day.
It's a statement reiterated by the chair of the Matatu Owners Association, Simon Kimtai, who sent this statement to KTN News. And I quote, "The problem is not with the Matatu operatives, but the police who choose to turn a blind eye on illegalities on our roads at the expense of bribes solicited from our members."
Mimi naona hizi sheria zote wanatuwekea, it's just irrelevant for nothing.
Kila mtu apambane na hali yake. Wale walishindwa kucomply ndo wanaenda kufanya mambo zao huko.
The Michuki rules, which saw, among others, the introduction of speed governors on all public service vehicles, are set to be reinforced come the 12th of November, as government prepares to embark on a nationwide crackdown of non-compliant PSVs in an effort to mitigate on the growing number of deaths on our roads. It's a tough-talking government and a sector responding in equal measure, but once the rhetoric dies down, then indeed a serious autopsy of the situation will have to be conducted in order to find out whether indeed the country's road carnage problem is an issue of adherence or whether it's an issue of enforcement. Timothy Otieno, KTN News.
1 person has died and 26 injured after a building that was still under construction yet already occupied collapsed in Malindi town.
This happened even as the Ministry of Public Works Principal Secretary Paul Maringa says the National Construction Authority had suspended the project last year due to non-compliance.
Francis Mtalaki reports from Malindi.
The 8-story building that was still under construction collapsed early Friday morning, killing 1 person and injured 26 people, 2 of them said to be in critical condition.
Tusikia mlio kama kaka. Sasa kuna mwenzangu ambaye niko naye upande huu ndio akanipigia simu kunieleza kwamba tukutuku zetu, wajua tunapaki tukutuku hapa, zimeangukiwa na hizo vifusi.
Nikasikia nyumba sasa kitu imeporomoka. Sasa hata nikitoka nje kutakuangalia ni nyumba yangu inaporomoka Hata nikiangalia jirani yangu opposite ni ile nyumba ghorofa 8 ndio ambayo imeanguka. Nikatoka mbio, nikija hapa kuna nyumba watu wako ndani, wengine wamekufa, wengine wako hai. Nikaenda nyumbani nikachukua tarimbo kuja kuwatoa.
Kuna watu wengine bado wako pale ndani, na kwa sasa kuna timu ambayo iko katika harakati ya kufanya kivovote vile kuhakikisha kwamba wale wote ambao bado wamekwama katika kifusi hiki wote wamesurika.
The rescue mission has been ongoing for the better part of Friday, but with a roll of challenges, teams from Kenya Defence Forces, National Police Service, Kenya Red Cross and the Fire Brigade were here to comb through the debris in a bid to save those trapped under the rubble.
Tukampata mama alikuwa ameshikwa mguu na chuma na kifusi kipande mmoja, mguu mmoja wa kulia.
Kwa hiyo juhudi inayofanyika sasa hivi ni kuweza kuita mashirika na kampuni ambazo zina uwezo wa kutafuta vifaa vya kuweza kutoa uzito huu ndio tuweze kuendelea. Hatari iliyoko hapa ni kwa sababu ni kwamba kuna petrol station next to hiyo nyumba iliyoanguka. Kwa hiyo kuna mafuta hapa, kuna gas hapa ndani.
Tumesema kabla hizi mashine kubwa kubwa kuanza kutoa kifusi hiki, tunataka pole pole tuone ni vipi ambao tunaweza kuwafikia wale ambao wamekwama pale ndani.
Government says the National Construction Authority suspended the project last year due to non-compliance. The 8-story building was not registered by NCA, had poor workmanship, no professionals involved, as well as lack of health and safety signs. But the owners are said to have defied the order, defiance that has claimed one life with others nursing injuries.
Na mpaka sasa hivi juhudi za kuweza kuokoa zinaendelea. Community ama jamii wenyewe wameweza kusaidia katika usubuhi kuweza kuokoa wakishirikiana na washikadau wengine.
It has also emerged that at the time of suspension, the building was already on 6th floor. The government is threatening to demolish all houses in the coast region that are said not to have met the required standards. Francis Mtalaki, KTN News, Malindi, Kilifi County.
Moving on, messages of condolences continue to pour in for the late Jane Kiano, who succumbed to lung cancer last night.
Kiano had a checkered public service career spanning over 4 decades.
Now, President Uhuru Kenyatta has eulogized her as a relentless champion of human rights who always stood for justice.
Among other leaders who sent condolences is Baringo Senator Gideon Moi, who termed Kiano as a trailblazer who believed in equal opportunities for all genders.
Deputy President Wiliam Ruto and former President Mwai Kibaki have also paid tribute to the departed late Kiano, who served as a chair for Maendeleo ya Wanawake for 13 years and was a patron to the organization at the time of her demise.
The organization has stamped her as a selfless leader whose contribution to the organization is indelible.
It is with profound sadness that we learned of the demise of Mrs. Jane Kiano, who was the 5th national chairman, Maendeleo Wanawake, from 1971 to 1994, and then a patron since then to date. As a strong believer of women empowerment, Mrs. Kiano was a rights defender. She was very instrumental during the tenure as a national chairman in development and in the construction of this building, together with other women leaders then. She also fought for political representation of women in Kenyan politics, and today we know the numbers we have in parliament. Indeed, Maendeleo took a center stage. Through all these accomplishments were made, she was recognized, due to these achievements, she was recognized by the founding father, His Excellency, our founding father, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. The second president, His Excellency, former President Nandi Moi. The third president, His Excellency, President Mwai Kibaki. And indeed, the current president, His Excellency, Uhuru Kenyatta. It is through that she got an award early this year in August, while she was not too well, in August. Many women in Africa remember the word of Jane.
May her soul rest in peace. To matters politics now, Democratic Party, DP, is now planning to go to it alone in the next general election, following what the party leadership claims getting a raw deal from the Jubilee government.
Speaking in Nairobi during a national delegates conference, the party leader Joseph Munyao further demanded for amendments to the law to allow for every party that participates in the general elections to benefit from the political party's funds keep Committee.
Meanwhile, the Council of Governors says it will support changes to the Constitution only if the proposed changes will seek to increase allocations to the devolved units, as Shadrach Miti reports.
The main agenda for DP's National Delegates Conference was to ratify new officials that had been appointed or elected during previous party sittings. Yet the issue of party funding seems to have captured the leadership, with those present strongly calling for amendments to the law to help smaller parties access the political parties' funds from the government. More central to the party's cry was, however, the perceived exclusion by the Jubilee government. Party leader Joseph Munyao feels the party is yet to reap any benefits from its decision to support President Uhuru Kenyatta in the last elections.
In 2017 general elections, in this venue of 19th May 2017, we supported Jubilee flag bearer for president. In spite of our unwavering support, I am sad to report to you that our support was never been reciprocated in any kind up to now.
Meanwhile, the Council of Governors says it will support calls for referendum only if proposed changes to the law will push for increased county allocations. The Rakanithi County Governor Muthoni Njuki says whereas there is need to audit the 2010 Constitution, it will be more meaningful if the proposed changes will revolve around strengthening devolution by allocating more funds to the devolved units.
Tukiwa magavana tumesema pia referendum watuogopi. Lakini tunataka referendum ambaye itahakikisha kwamba pesa imekuja kwa mwananchi mashinani. Na itakuja kwa mwananchi mashinani kufanyia mwananchi kazi.
Elsewhere in Nairobi County, ODM party wrangles at the Nairobi County Assembly looks far from over. A day after ODM party chairman John Mbadi wrote to the Nairobi County acting speaker Chege Mwaura over the removal from office of the minority leader Elias Otieno and minority whip Peter Imotok, a section of the members of the county assembly from Nairobi, led by the two leaders, have opposed the move.
They present allegation before me as the minority whip of the party. Thereafter, we take a vote. If they have 33 signatures to host the minority leader and I in person, I will do a letter to the party requesting the party to forward 2 names again to replace the leadership. But so far, I have not received that.
Although Imotok and Otieno clarified that they hold nothing against the ODM party leadership, they termed the move by Mbadi unfortunate, claiming the MCs behind their moves are a simple minority within a larger NASA family in the county assembly. Shadrach Miti, KTN News.
Moving on, Nandi Hills constituency lawmaker Alfred Keter and his Moi Ben counterpart Silas Tiren have asked Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture Mwangi Kiunjuri and investigating agencies to move with speed and prosecute unscrupulous traders who are alleged to have shortchanged the National Cereals and Produce Board through questionable payments for maize deliveries.
The MPs say the government's resolve to achieve national food security would remain a pipe dream if the cartels fueling corruption in the agricultural sector are not punished.
When farmers were supplying their maize to National Cereals and Produce Board at the depots, there were 2 queues. One queue which was strictly for the cartels and a queue for farmers. We are calling CS Kiunjuri, move with speed. If you don't, and I want to promise you, the president has already warned you, we are warning you as a National Assembly. We want to see the names of the people who benefited from the imports of sugar, benefited from the imports of wheat, benefited from the imports of maize. We want to see the names of those who are benefiting from the fertilizer scandal. We want to know the people who are benefiting from all these things. Tell us, give us names. Use EACC and other organs of government.
If we want to move forward, Kenyans should be told these are the characters, these are the independent, these are the individuals who actually managed to do this and hurt Kenyans. Up to date, farmers have only received 1.3 billion. Almost 100 million is missing. I'm told that SFR have deducted about 5%. I don't know what for. They need to explain to Kenyans that money was for paying farmers. It was not for anything else.
Well, we're going to see how that pans out, but we take our first commercial break.
And when we come back, obviously a lot in store for you, so do stay with us. Plenty more on the other side.
This is KTN News.
Mobility is a short, sharp pain that people experience when they have something hot or cold, getting to the nerve of the